Question time with the Gobby Gaffer. I have a dilemma. I have a player who's 39 in January. His contract is up at the end of the season. However, if I play him, he gets a 1-year contract extension. He's on £1,500 a week, and with a small squad, he's taking up a valuable part of the wage budget. Now, I've tried to sell him for £1. No takers. I've gone for a mutual termination of his contract. Yes, you guessed it, he wouldn't go for that. And finally, I tried to give him away. Again, you guessed it, the board won't allow me to give him away. So, the question is, what do I do with Ian Henderson? I've asked the board to increase the wage budget. Again, you guessed it. The answer was no. I have a very small squad. My answer to this is, well, it's twofold. Not the Ian Henderson answer, but the answer to this twofold. I'm promoting players from the under-21s, which is not great. I think I found maybe a little gem in there who is actually in the first team at the moment. But I'm also trying to sign players now with, well, I'm not saying no regard for the wage budget, but if they won't give me wage budget, and, you know, we have targets to meet, I have to do something. So I'm actually putting bids in for players at the moment, and, well, to hell with the wage budget. What's the worst that can happen? Well, I could get the sack. Yeah, I mean, it is a consideration, isn't it, I suppose? Okay, so there is obviously no answer to the Ian Henderson dilemma. All I've got to do is just don't play him and wait it out till the end of the season, and then I get that £1,500 back. But to be fair, I'll get a lot of £1,500 back, because the other thing I've been trying to do, I've been trying to sell the players who are looking at the options at the end of the season. A lot of my players, 3/4 of the squad, are out of contract at the end of the season, so I have tried to sell them. You guessed it again. None of them will sell. So before this gets a really downbeat episode, and let me tell you, it's actually not a downbeat episode, it's a very upbeat episode. Let's have a look what's been going on. So as you can see, after the 1-1 draw with Oxford, it's all shiny green dots. Ignore the red one, we won't talk about that one. But it's all shiny green dots. So we played 6 games, 2-1 win against Woking, away from home. And then we had a 4-2 win at home against Eastleigh. Forget the Bromley game. At York, nice 1-0 win against that one. Let me tell you, in my time playing Football Manager, York have always been a bogey team for me. I don't know why. We beat them 1-0. FC Halifax, another 2-1 win, and Kidderminster, it was the last game, nice 3-1 win in that one. The downside is we are conceding goals, and in at least 50% of those games we've actually gone 1-0 down. The first 5-10 minutes of the game, we seem to be very slow starters and we go 1-0 down. I have to make some changes, and then we bounce back and win the game eventually. So if it carries on like that till the end of the season, then, well, I'll be as happy as Larry, because at the moment, let's have a look at the league table. And yes, that's a very nice picture there, isn't it? Rochdale, top of the shop, 8 played, 6 won, 1 drawn, 1 lost, 19 points. I am on the hunt for a right winger at the moment. We only have one at the club. So I am on the hunt for a right winger. I had a bid in for a lad who was a free agent. He'd been a free agent since July. And of course, what happens? You put a bid in for him. Yeah, Gillingham came in straight away and nabbed him. Welcome to Football Manager. Okay, we've got another bid in at the moment. J. Neil Bennett. Again, another, well, he can actually play left or right wing. He's looking at a contract, but I have been informed there are other clubs involved. So we'll probably lose him as well. But I'm not giving up. There's kind of no transfer window in the National League. So that's great. I can just keep trying until somebody says yes. And maybe just get it under the radar. Nobody else notices. And we pick up a player. The only downside is the wage budget's not looking great. So as you can see there, we're about £1,500 over the wage budget. How that'll go down with the board, I don't know. They should have given me some more money, shouldn't they? Now, we were conceding a few goals early doors from headers, from set pieces. So, tactician Gobby Gaffer, how did I solve that? Yeah, I put some big lads at the back and, well, that stopped that. And I know you're all chomping at the bit. How's your new left wing back going, Gobby? Well, I'll tell you how the new left wing back's going. Well, actually, not that great. Overall rating of 6.84, but he has scored 2 goals and I'm putting it down to a settling in period. So today we have a couple of games for you, Barnet and Boreham Wood. Let's hope the curse of switching the camera on doesn't kick in, because I'd like to get another 6 points out of these 2 games. Do we think it's possible? Let's get stuck in and find out, shall we? I'll see you in the dugout. And the team for this home game against Barnet, and the keen-eyed amongst you will notice I've actually changed my tactic to wing play. I wasn't really impressed with the counter-attacking football. We didn't seem to be getting enough men in the box. So I'm actually playing with 2 DMs. In fact, it's a 4-1-1-3-1 asymmetric tactic. It's all fancy stuff round here with the Gobby Gaffer, but it does seem to be working. So yes, we're playing this, it's basically a 4-2-3-1, but we have this asymmetric thing going on in midfield because apparently McDermott, he can't play one place back, he can only play there. Okay, the team is Maldon in goal, back 4 of Kenlock, John, Taylor and Keown. The 2 in midfield are McDermott and East. The 2 wingers are Afai and Cheggers. Tyree Sinclair has been out for a few weeks injured, so we've kind of been without him. I did tell you about a young kid I'd found in the under-21s, and this is him. So it's Oscar Kelly, and he's only 16 years old. So very, very young to be playing in the team, but he has got 5-star potential. He's a 2-star at the moment. At the moment he's playing on a 6.75. So maybe we'll give him a little bit of a run and then take him out again. I don't know. We'll have to see. And did I mention Cheggers on the right wing? Not sure whether I did. Cheggers is on the right wing. We are looking for another right winger because Cheggers is going to burn himself out if we're not careful. And up front we have back from injury Rodney. He's been out for about 3 or 4 weeks. So he's been on the fitness. Now he seems to be fully fit. Let's get stuck in. And for once, it looks like we're playing a team who are actually going to give us a game. Yeah, it's not a defensive lineup, is it? So that's going to be a little bit of a challenge for us today, in that we're going to have a team actually coming at us and not sitting back defensively. And we're nearly 25 minutes in, no highlights. Oh, I tell a lie, we get a highlight as I'm speaking, and there's a header there from a free kick, and it just skims the top of the bar. I'd like to think we should be winning this game today against Barnet. We'll come back with another highlight. Keown there with a corner, Rodney, and that is going to go, whoa, I'm not quite sure what's going on there. There's some buffoonery. Oh my word, what's going on? Why did that not cross the line? Oh my word, buffoonery at its best, or worst, depending on how you look at it. Okay, we do pick the ball up at the back there. Faye there picks the ball up to the young kid. Kelly now moving forward down that left-hand side. He's got 4 players on him there. You need to get rid of that ball. Right, East now. To Rodney. Ball into the box. Faye absolutely burst the net with that one. And that looks like that's going to stand. What a terrific goal. Very, very nicely worked. And I think the young kid there, he drew 4 players to him and then sensibly got rid of the ball. So here we can see, we didn't get to see that, so we're just getting to see the goal. But just before the build-up there, as the build-up started, the young kid drew 4 players to him, released it, and then that created the space. Coming up to half-time now, 1-0, and we don't seem very good at scoring a lot of goals in the first half. 1-0, a very dangerous scoreline. But I think we're going to say we're doing really well, but I think we can step it up another gear. Into the second half now, and Barnet do have a corner. And my big lads at the back there getting the head on that corner. He gets headed out. Rodney's coming away with the ball now. He doesn't have an awful lot of support in the box, however. He is going very, very wide with it. A Faye here now, who is the winger. Rodney's going to have a dig at this, is he? He has a dig. It comes back off the post. And unfortunately, whoa, some buffoonery again. Whoa. Okay, it's still 1-0. Calm down. Okay, the young kid again has got the ball here. And for a 16-year-old, he's shown a lot of composure. Faye now. Can we find the back of the net? And we've hit the post again. And that's the young kid there firing a shot. Comes back off the post. We still have the ball, however. East into the box. And that's getting hoofed out. But we do get a header on that. Unfortunately, the header is to a Barnet player. Big hoof from their keeper. Can we get a head on the ball? Yes, we can, but we're now heading the ball to the opposition, which is not ideal. Taylor now at the back. We do keep possession, however, which is nice to see. The young kid again, he seems to be involved in absolutely everything. He's coming inside, and what a run that was from the young kid. And Cheggers with the shot. I think he took it off his toe there, and the shot goes very, very wide. We are going to make some substitutions. The young kid now, he is actually, weirdly, he's one of the best free kick takers in the club at 16. So he's taking the free kicks for us. Cheggers into McDermott. McDermott slings the ball in. Rodney into the back of the net. And we have our second goal. And all their defenders are all going, drat! How did he score that? Well, he jumped higher than your players, and he knows where that white round thing goes. We all know that. All together now, it goes between the two white sticks. Nice goal, though, from Rodney. Very, very nice goal. 63 minutes, 2 changes. Tyrese Sinclair is coming back off an injury. He's on a fitness today, but we're going to give him a half. Faye was on a yellow anyway, so gives him it's going to give him about half an hour's playing time. And Gilmore has come on as the ball-winning midfield player. And we are just going to step off the gas a little bit. We're going to drop down to positive. Barnet now throwing the ball into the box. Taylor there heads the ball nicely back to Molden. A nice little header there, cushioned header, and the goalkeeper says, yep, thanks very much, I'll take that. And he bowls the ball out to John. So Kenlock now down this side. Sinclair with his first touch for quite a few weeks after his injury. Ball to Rodney. Rodney just comes deep with it, takes it away from the defender and pulls the defender out of position. Cohen now down that right hand side. Is he going to go for a run? No, he's not. He's going to give it to Cheggers. Cheggers is putting it into the box. And Rodney there, did he hit the post with that? It looks very much like he did. 79 minutes, Carl Ferguson's come on from a last substitution at the back. And I think we are just going to drop down now. We're going to drop the tempo down and we're going to go time wasting. Straight back to a highlight. East now is going to throw this corner in. We are on near post corners. I've had a fiddle with the set piece routines. Look at that! Gobby Gaffer tactics. What's the referee doing here? He's thinking about it. No, it's in the back of the net. It's in the back of the net. So as you know, we have no set piece coach. Who's doing the set piece routines? Gobby Gaffer. And yeah, we just fiddled with them. It's worked an absolute treat there. I've got all my, again, you know, Gobby Gaffer tactics. It's all technical stuff here in Rochdale. What do we do at set pieces? Just put the big lads on the near post and sling it onto their head. And it seems to work. We're winning 3-0. And you know what? We've not conceded that early goal. But anyway, Barrett's coming through now. With a little bit of a tame shot. He was forced outside, so some good defensive work there. But a corner now. Can we keep a clean sheet? That would be a bit of a novelty. So Gorman puts this ball in, and the ball is in the back of the net. So after having said I've sorted out all the set pieces, and we've got the tall lads at the back. I mean, I have just taken off one of the tall lads, so maybe that's the cause of the goal there. But yeah, We had plenty of players there who could have picked that out of the air, but unfortunately we don't keep a clean sheet. But you know what? I'll take 3 points any day, and it looks like with 6 minutes of time added on, we are going to get the 3 points. And a very nice win that was too. So we had 16 shots, only 4 on target, an XG of 2.25 and 60% of the possession. And I am actually going to say today that I'm not really been given too many pat on the backs. I want to try and get my, tactics across and, try and assert my authority without giving them too much praise. But I think we are going to start doing that today. So I'm going to give all the lads a pat on the back. I think it's that time of my management period now where I just start saying, you know what, lads, that was a great win. And if we can keep that up, then, we'll do well, won't we? And there we see the league table. 9 games played. We've got a goal difference of 10 and we have 22 points. So we're with 3 points ahead of Altrincham, although Bromley have yet to play. So I'm going to say this very quietly. I put the camera on. We won a game. Let's hope we can do that in the next game as well. We'll see you in the dugout. Well, welcome to the dugout for this away game against Boreham Wood, and the ground holds 4,500. So most of the teams we're playing seem to have about half the capacity that we do, although having said that, we're not really filling our ground. It's usually about a third full, so we do need to get more bums on seats. However, transfer news. And yes, we've managed to sign a right winger. It's only my second try, so not too bad. Nobody came in for him. We managed to nab him. We are over the wage budget, however. But it's ex-Brentford, J. Neil Bennett. He's a 3.5 star with the potential to be 4.5 star. He's only 21 years old, this lad, and I think he's got the makings for our level of being a very, very good right winger. So watch out, Cheggers. And the team for today, well, it's unchanged. Why wouldn't it be? We're not getting any injuries. Or should I go? We're not getting any injuries. Maldon in goal, back 4 of Kenlock, John, Taylor and Keohane. The midfield 2 McDermott and East. The wingers are Afai and Cheggers. Kelly, the young kid, is still shadow striker with Rodney up front. And we do have the new right winger on the bench today. So we probably will get to see his debut. And it was nice while it lasted. We actually had a team who were playing a little bit more of an open game. Yet Boreham Wood, very defensive again. So we're going to have our work cut out. Coming up to 15 minutes played now. Well, actually nearly 20 minutes. No highlights to speak of. We've had 1 shot. Are we going to get any highlights in this first half? I don't know. I'm not quite sure. We have gone attacking to try and put us on the front foot. To be fair, the match momentum is all with Rochdale. 3 shots, 4 shots now, 1 on target. We do come back now, or we do come to the first highlight on 41 minutes. East, and very, very nearly there, that set piece corner routine very nearly works. Oh, and the keeper makes an absolutely stunning save. So Rodney now, he's going to throw this ball into the box from that side, near post corner again. This time we don't get a head on the ball. And the young kid, Kelly, is going to run out there. Is he going to put it down the wing? Yes, he is. Rodney picks the ball up, back to Rodney. And apparently that wasn't a highlight. Maldon now is going to start an attack, hopefully. We don't seem to have given the ball away very recently. Or should I say, we don't seem to have given the ball away recently. Let's not shout it too loudly because I think we have actually just given the ball away there. Commentator's curse. This is coming straight back at us. This is a bit of a worry. And that's in the back of the net. So that's not ideal. I mean, 3 minutes of time added on in the first half. And we've actually gone 1-0 down. And that was pretty shocking. We gave the ball away. A long hoof upfield. Apaya there just beats our back line, sticks the ball in the back of the net. Not great. And we do reach half time, having had 7 shots, 2 on target, an XG of 0.47. And what's the possession looking like? 65%. The lads are going to get a real flea in their ear for that one. That was awful. 51 minutes. We've got a set piece now. Is it going to be the young kid that's going to take this? Left-footed? No, it's East, left-footed now. Can he actually stick that in the top corner? No, we've hit the crossbar with that one. Cheggers is going to have a punt. And the ball there is finally headed into the goalkeeper's arms. 54 minutes. McDermott is carrying a knock, but he thinks he can shake it off. So we'll just leave it at the 1 sub up to now. Rodney's having a dreadful game. So Tyrese Sinclair is going to come on as striker. I've pushed him up a little bit further forward as an advance forward. Let's see if we can get back into this game. So we do come back to a throw-in. Keowain on that side there. Taylor back to Keowain. He needs to sling that ball in the box. That's coming out to John. John out to Kenlock. Kenlock, is he going to whip this in? Cheggers there puts the ball in the back of the net. And that is the equaliser. And a nice little move there. So Tyrese Sinclair has come on as striker, but it's Cheggers there who comes in off the right wing and puts the ball in the back of the net. So this was nicely worked. Kenlock there with the ball that slid into the penalty area, fired in, and Cheggers just gets on the end of it. Didn't really need to do an awful lot with it. The speed was there, he just directed it into the bottom corner. So a little bit of a weak pass out from Molden there. It looked like we might lose the ball there, but anyway, the young kid's on the ball now. Kelly, what can he do with this? I think this kid's going to become a bit of a superstar. That is not going to be a penalty. That was outside the area, and it looks like Kelly might be injured. Are we going to get a sending off? So, Boreham Wood down to 10 men, and Kelly does look in some discomfort there. 70 minutes on the clock, made another change. The new lad, J. Neil Bennett, has come on the right wing, and I've moved Cheggers into that shadow striker spot, taken the young kid off. Cheggers is very tired, but can we just do a little bit of something extra here to get the winning goal? But remember, Boreham Wood are down to 10 men. But it's Boreham Wood with the highlight. Are they going to give this ball away? Can we nick that ball in midfield? No, we can't. Ball over the top there. That should be picked up by Keowain. Bennett now with the ball. Bennett down that right-hand side. Ball into the box. Tyrese Sinclair. Ball's headed out. And they mop up quite nicely there, quite easily. There's not too much pressure on our back four at the moment, but they are trying to find a way through. Very nearly won the ball there. We have won the ball now. Taylor with the ball to Bennett. Bennett now coming down that right. Well, he's actually coming down the middle. And he actually skips past his defender there. Get the ball into the box. Somebody get your head on that. No. McDermott now. He's going to fire that into the back of the net. Absolutely brilliant. What a strike. 78 minutes on the clock. And 10-man Boreham Wood go 2-1 down. And a lovely run down that right-hand side. Bennett just chips the ball into the area. It comes out, picks up by McDermott, and McDermott just whacks it with his left foot. And that is a brilliant goal. 80 minutes now on the clock. Gone for my third. This 3 substitutions malarkey. It's a bit of a nightmare if I'm honest. We have a very, very tired team. Gilmore has come on as the DLP. And I think we are going to do our usual. We're going to drop the tempo down. I have gone to a cautious mentality. And we are going to time waste now. I would have thought with Boreham Wood down to 10 men, we should be able to hold on to this 2-1 scoreline. We do come back to a highlight. Keowain now throws a lovely ball down the right hand side there. Bennett now. Bennett skips past his defender again. Can he get the ball in the box? We've not got too many bodies in the box. Ball back to Gilmore. Gilmore now has just come on, fresh pair of legs, and tries his luck, and that goes well, not quite into row Z. quite a lot of time added on in this game now. We've got about, I think that's 8 minutes of time added on. Ball hoofed out there now, but 10-man Boreham Wood looking very, very tired, quite disjointed. Gilmore now with the ball, back to Taylor. Taylor over to Keohane on that right-hand side. That's going to go to Bennett. No, it's not. It's going to go into the box. And that is an absolutely terrific header from Tyrese Sinclair. He's come on as a sub up front. He's on a fitness. He's not fully back from his injury yet, but got to give the lad some credit for that. Absolutely brilliant. But credit also to Keohane for that cross. And what an absolutely stunning header that was from Tyrese Sinclair, with 3-1 winners in this game. And that's it, full time. 18 shots, 7 on target, XG of 1.36. Possession was 60%. So we did really, really well in that game to come back from 1-0 down. And I think this time I'm just going to say nice work, everyone. That was good. And we're looking at the league table now. We played 10 games. We've got 25 points. Bromley have still yet to play, as have Hartlepool, but Bromley are the worry. If they win their game, then they go 2 points behind us. But we'll have to wait and see what happens with that. And if I say so myself, not a bad little episode. A 6-pointer. Can we have more of them, please? I'd love it if we could, because if we can get 6-point episodes, I'm sure we will win the league. And remember, only one team gets automatic promotion. It's the playoffs other than that. So we do really need to stay in that top position. So we started the episode by saying we had a big dilemma with Ian Henderson. I've not really solved it. I'm just not going to play him. I'm just going to forget he's there, really. We have made a signing. We've made a signing on the right wing, which is great. One or two of the lads have come up from the under-21s. The young kid, Kelly, looks a really good prospect. So I'm reasonably happy. I'm not 100% happy with the squad, but I'm reasonably happy now. Much happier than I was a few episodes ago. And the lad on the right-hand side that came on actually looked okay. So I think the future is bright. Dare we say that? I don't know. Sometimes I think I need to not be quite as gobby. Just kind of keep my thoughts to myself, because you know what happens when you start being a bit too gobby? And yes, I'm very, very good at that. Things start going a bit pear-shaped. Well, let's hope they don't go pear-shaped. Going to play some games off camera now, and we'll be back in about 6 games time or thereabouts. And let's hope we're still top of that league, and let's hope we've put a little bit of distance between us and second spot. We'll see you very, very shortly.